Hello everybody, thank you very much for joining me today. Today's reading is going to be Have Their Thoughts Changed to Feelings? You've got three choices. They will be difficult to see from above because the camera's up there, but hopefully the thumbnail would have allowed you to choose already. I can't tell you what flowers they are apart from possibly the last one, but I'm just going to go with the colours. So pile number one is Bluebell colour. There's something extra on the side there. I'm not sure what they are, but there's bluebells in the centre. The next one is more like a scarlet type of colour. And you have got, and we forget how actually beautiful these are when we all run away from them because they apparently make you wee your bed. I don't know if that's true. You have got the dandelion. So those are your three choices. And I'll see you in a minute.
La música de Harry Fraud.
Okay, I don't know why I've done this upside down. I'm just going to keep it as it is. I don't know why I've done that. Most of the time I have the cards facing me, but I've done it all upside down. What I will do is I will peel them over and let you know what I'm thinking as I'm peeling them over, and things will change as I go along. So you'll just get a synopsis hopefully at the beginning. So let's get straight into it. Let's have a look at your person and their capacity to love, the lovers. The lovers to me, first thought was Pisces. I don't know why, but often somebody who has got, I'm going to say an open heart then. And this is something that I could talk about forever, but I know you'd all be bored. But it's just that ability, and not everybody has this. We all think that we possibly do. We all think that we do, but when push comes to shove, oftentimes people put themselves first. But this is somebody who sees himself as wanting the other person to thrive, and the ability to see the beauty in somebody else. So, and possibly even a touch of romanticism there, the Lover's card as well. So this is somebody who can definitely love, kind-hearted, sweet, possibly romantic. Just to cut it quick there, sort of. You've got the Son of Air here. The Son of Air to me is to you, to put these two together makes me feel that this person's quite at ease with themselves. Easy come, easy go, more relaxed, not looking for confirmation that they're liked, just is, easy to talk to. When they've got a crush on somebody, they don't get nervous. To have the Son of Air over here, you may be a little bit more giddy, a little bit more highly strung. You may have what I guess is a Uranus sort of air to you, Uranian, Aquarian, which can often feel with the air quite heightened, and so that you may overthink. Your thoughts may start speeding up when you're around them, and you may want to almost escape because this little lad here is running. So that's what I've got initially here. Easygoing, at ease with themselves, easy to have a conversation with. When they like somebody, they can't quite fathom why that person would not come to them and tell them, or at least converse or chat or relax with them. Then your energy over here is perhaps somebody who gets overexcited quite easily, and then sometimes when it comes to love or situations that you may feel as if you need to move fast before you get hurt, or you want to speed it forward and there's excitement there's that slight thrill in it. Anyway, that's what I've got. Let's see what we've got here. The centre pile is always the most important pile, and we're looking at how thoughts turn to feelings. So what I'm looking for as it progresses this way is hopefully over this side especially some cup cards, some sort of romantic major arcana, and over here I would like to see some interest. So let's see what we've got in the centre to start off with. You've got the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles in love is different from these two. The King of Pentacles in love has the ability to love, but only if it makes sense. They won't go on flights of fantasy. Is that the right word? They won't go for the excitement. They may go for the excitement, but they won't carry on unless it fits in with their life and their long-term goal, and there's not too much silliness in there. Yeah. It's interesting, to be honest. And the more that I watch people, the more I realise that very sort of earthy people, that silliness doesn't really catch their eye. You know, when somebody's like, I quite like this. You know, when you get people who are a bit sort of strutty or huffy and excited by life, I quite like that, and because I think it's going to be fun. Why Pentacle people won't even notice it. They'll want to find somebody genuine, somebody who will be by them and experience life with them in a very sort of steadfast way. Let's have a look what you've got under here. You've got the Death card, so there's some form of change here. I don't know what the rest of the cards are, but with regards to the fact we've got different feelings here, I'm wondering whether it's got something to do with their personality, whether they are romantic but they're looking for a partner that is steady, would be my first thoughts. And then under here, you have got the Princess of Cups, which again would take me back to this card. It's only because I haven't turned them all over yet. To me, thinking that they're going to offer you some to see how much you can give back or how much you're open to it. They're doing it in a very steadfast way. So with regards to thoughts and feelings, this to me is still, it's like protecting their feelings because they love quite easily, but not giving up. It's not like somebody who's turned a bit sour in life, but they've learned how to, because the Death card there, which is change and transformation, and having this sort of pentacle, King of the Pentacles, in the centre card, is they learn how to own themselves and own their energy, so they don't end up in, you know, difficulties. I had a different word in my head, but it would have sounded rude, so I changed it. Let's have a look at these two. Page of Wands. The Page of Wands in this, Wands is fire energy, which isn't renowned for thinking, but with this young chap here, he's following the moon, so it's something to do with intuition and insight and moving towards that. Let's have a look at this one on this side. You got, again, it's a similar type of feeling. Again, this is major arcana, so it's going to have a bigger impact, but you've got somebody who is weighing up the situation, and both sides here. This is intuitively guided. This is intuitively guided, but more, that feels like there's action in it, as in this person's moved towards you, try to find out who you are, experienced you in some way, and this one is more profound. It's more like I'm sticking still and I'm trying to work out now, properly work out, rather than just sort of nosy. The word nosy, if you've seen me spell the word nosy, whether you're on Patreon or whether you're on YouTube, I spell it wrong every time. I'm really sorry. I always put an E in it. I did it the other day and I thought I need to go back and change that. I thought, well, no, I don't think anybody's that bothered. Okay, so let's go with these. These are more action-orientated cards as well. So you've got loss of love here, which is making me think here this person has maybe possibly learnt to use their intuition in some way in order to not feel hurt. Whether that's with you or with, yeah, they have. They have. So this person may appear soft to some extent, but they don't want to appear vulnerable. You've got the healing card. Six of Swords is always, to me, they're going to mean different things to different people and in different situations as well. But the Swords is your energy in your mind, and the boat is moving and it's going to smoother waters. So if somebody's taking their troubles at ease with it, going to smoother waters. They're not still in the turbulence and wrestling with a situation that may have hurt. But this person's been a little bit through the mill, understands what's going on in life, is not troubled by it, but sees it as it is. So the capacity, this is still to me, is more about them than you, if that makes sense. So thinking, yes, but they're not, to me, they're thinking about how to keep themselves steady. It's not thinking about you and the situation. It's how to get the best out of the situation. It feels mature. It feels like without hurting somebody. But that's what I would say so far. Let's have a look at what's going on under here. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, nice. Oh, that's lovely. This person, through... Oh, I can't even think of the words. It's like a knowing and a softness and a sweetness and a very sort of mature spirituality type feeling at the top here to have these cards underneath. It's like through decisions that they know the situation, they know what's going on, they know where you're coming from, they know their past, they know who they want to be, and that person is what I would say, take this with a pinch of salt because we all got different ideas, a good person. Somebody that knows how to let the best energy, it's somebody that doesn't take away from everybody that they meet, they give more. And you've got the Two of Cups, and I always say the Two of Cups is my favourite card in the pack when it comes to romance, because it's equality and it's friendship. It's not like sandcastles without strong foundations. It's like people that have got something in common and feel the same for each other. So it's got that ability to move into more. Then you've got the Six of Cups here, which is showing what I guess is some form of sweet karmic link and a sense of wanting to give more to the other, as I've just said. This person feels like they've got a lot to give and they want to give it. This makes me sad if somebody would take advantage of them. And I know people like this. I know quite a couple of young boys like this. And when I mean young, I mean because my son's young but old, as in, no, actually he's young and young in his head. But just, you can see the innocence in them, and I look at them and thinking, oh, what's going to happen with you as you go into different relationships? And this is, a really sweet feeling. The Prince of Cups here, again, is like offering you that cup. It's the same card here. So without doubt, this is a very, I can say evolved pile to me. Somebody that knows how to give, knows how to love, knows who they are, doesn't take away from people, and understands their situations and where they sit in life now, and still has an air of innocence and an ability to be kind and to give and to share, like a child almost, but not because it's coming from a very sort of developed place. So yes, this person's thoughts have been a lot on themselves and how to sort themselves out. So there's been a lot of growth internally. This person knows how to love deeply and has strong feelings for you, but they're not strong as in I will take from you because I need it, which can be very passionate and make great films, but it's more a case of I want to make you happy and I want to be a good person. If I put these cards together, it's basically where is it going next with advice. So you've got the Ace of Pentacles, something starting, something practical, which goes with this energy up here. The High Priestess, to me, with regards to what we've got here, is more of a card of an inner understanding their own depths, and an air of Neptunian sweetness, love, and almost like an element of glamour in a way that they know who they are and what they want from life, and they feel that they found it, and there's a chance of getting that met. So that is like, oh yeah, I can't explain that. It's got an air of beauty about it. I didn't mean glamour, I meant beauty. Like Venus is physical beauty, Neptune is spiritual beauty, and that Neptune High Priestess card, and you've got that feeling in here. It's coming from inward inside themselves through self-understanding and the ability of making you feel good, expressing themselves from coming from a good place. Don't repeat myself. And the Strength card there is even just more gorgeous. The Strength card there is a card of moral fortitude, moral understanding, the human that tames their inner beast, as you can see what's going on here. And this person very much has done that, so grab them. The End card with regards to advice here is the Knight of Swords. You've got here the Son of Air here, which to me initially I thought maybe it's nerves, maybe it's excitement, it's the ability to chat, talk, be quippy, be funny. To actually progress onto the Knight is to actually move with that, not so chatty, quippy. Not, you didn't hear me say that, did you? It's not so, I want to say these words because I've had them said to me so many times, puerile. It's not so puerile. It's more communicating in a way that allows them to talk back. It's skilled communication, Knight of Swords. Going up and asking them how they are and drawing them out and knowing what's they're interested in, making them feel alive, making them feel interested. Then you can run. But that is what I say would be a very sort of down-to-earth way forward in this connection. So pile number one here, have their thoughts changed to feelings? Yes, through a lot of thinking. They have got very honest, straightforward, good vibe feelings for you. And through hard work, and it's time for you to move and to chat and to talk and to sort of meet them on this level where that chatting and talking doesn't have that, you know, when you like somebody and you're talking to them, you keep smiling. It's not to have so much of that. Just talk to them, because that to me is Aquarian type energy. Libra's better at it, but they can still be quite nervous. And Gemini, very nervous. Gemini and Aquarius together can be a very nervous combination to have. And it's saying use it, grow up with it, and use it for, you know, to make them laugh, but not in a snarky way. I don't know if that's a British word, but a snarky way is like, you can be digging. Kind of thing you do when you fancy somebody when you're 10. You try and make them laugh through saying things which you think are funny but nobody else does, and the other person gets hurt. It's, bring them alive through conversation. So that's what I've got there, pile number 1. I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you very much. Bye. Hi there, pile number 2. I did this by accident in the first pile where I put all the cards facing down, which I don't normally do. So I'm just going to carry on just to keep a rhythm there. What tends to happen when I do this is that I turn them over individually, and what you get to see, whether you want to or not, I don't know, you get to see my thoughts as each card comes up, how they change, and how I read the cards really, I suppose. Let's go for it. Let's have a look at them. This is their capacity to love, you know, their general personality. And I say this often, I always feel that everybody has the capacity to love, but some people just don't, and it's always a bit of a shocker to me. They're not interested. It doesn't mean they're not nice people, it just isn't something they're looking for in their life. You've got the High Priestess here. The High Priestess is Neptune. Neptunes have an extremely large capacity to love, Piscean people. It's something they thrive on. There will be an underlying feeling that everybody's connected, and when they fall in love or when they love somebody, even if it's not a romantic relationship, it will feel right. It's almost a type of bring them to tears type feeling. So a huge capacity to love, very sensitive, very intuitive, can read your thoughts, can read your body language, and looking for, and there could be an almost like a neediness depending on who they're relating to. If that person's quite soft, like maybe like a Libran type of energy as well, and there'd be an easy ability to relate because they will see each other in each other. And maybe Libran's not the right choice, but I suppose I'm thinking of Venus-y. And Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. I always say that because it just interests me. I don't know why. You've got the Five of Water over here as regards to your capacity to love. So I'm not saying that you can't love, but I feel that when you fall in love, you expect to get hurt. There's a gentleman up here, sat up in bed, and the normal picture is cups that have already fallen over, a heart that's been hurt, or but there's still. And of course there are cups standing in this situation. We all yearn for love. It's something that fascinates me at the moment. I'm not going to go into a long spiel, although I'm dying to, about everything that's going on with regards to astrology these next 2 or 3 years and what we're going to be expecting, and where that is. This will sound really romantic, but there's more behind it that I probably can't explain properly yet. Where love sits in that, and I know I sound really romantic, but I mean like proper love. If we imagine that we come from some sort of area that is all that is, is love, and I know this will sound very romantic, and bit by bit we become slightly estranged from it, and then we harden and harden, and we become a little bit harder till we end up here. These people that can love are still in touch with where they originally came from. And there's people like, you, me, everybody else that we struggle and we think, okay, I'm only going to be able to love if I don't feel like I'm going to get hurt or bruised. And maybe you've been through a divorce, or maybe you've been stung somewhere along the line, which everybody has. I'm not saying that to in that stupid voice for any reason. We all know what it feels like. And to greater and lesser extents, but it's how we bounce back from it, because we're playing with marbles down here compared to what really is up there, I guess. So you've got the Six of Wands. The centre pile, with regards to have their thoughts change to feelings, is going to be on the cusp. This is more like past. This is where I'm expecting or wondering there's going to be more swords cards. And this is where I'm hoping there's going to be more romantic major arcana, possibly more cup cards. You've got the Six of Wands in the centre, which I don't know about this card, what it actually means. Because I always think it's the Six of Pentacles, which is like sharing and giving. But the Six of Wands is normally a card of victory and glory and showing off and feeling good. I feel that this person feels that quite natural in that type of environment or that type of situation or that type of energy, where I feel that you, because of your card, and this may ring true or not, find it difficult to be loved, to be admired. And you'll know that if somebody gives you a compliment that you almost wish they hadn't, or you think that they feel sorry for you. So that is just a thought there. As I said, they may change. Let's have a look on either side of this. You have got the Four of Swords here. Four of Swords is either a card with regards to relationships. It's thoughts, but thoughts of not doing anything. It's lying low, watching possibly, being bruised. As I said, there could be divorces, there could be splits, there could be a split in this particular relationship. It's like thoughts and fear and staying still, or tired or exhausted, or just pushed too much to the limit and just want to rest type feeling. On this side, you have got, the No card. These are the cards that I feel like I should take out. And I say this often, that I think when people, I don't think everybody's the same, but sometimes you get tarot cards that when they go to printing, they need to make up a number, which is more than, like 60, which is more than the average tarot card pack. So they put in these extras to get it printed, and I take them out, but obviously not. The Chariot card, this is not a card of love, but this is a card of focus and strength and knowing what they want and will. Strong will. So the cards at the top aren't talking about feelings to me. They're talking possibly about you recognising when somebody could find you attractive, being able to let that be, to let it, just to experience it. You've got what I guess is a feeling of fear or watching or tired, maybe through past experiences. As I said, maybe you have been together before, maybe they've been married or had been a long relationship and they're just like, am I in the mood for it? And you've got here like focus and force moving forward. So don't know yet. Let's go down the middle here. Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Let's do this one as well. Okay. This feels like hard work. We're saying have their thoughts turn to feelings. To me, it feels like because of their card here compared to your card here, and this being work and practicalities and repeated situations. Both Pentacle cards, very earthy, repetitive here with the ants going around in circles, almost like going over the same thing. I feel this person finds you difficult to get to know. Whether they feel like they've made an effort with you and you haven't taken the hint, or you just aren't open to it, and they feel like they're trying to make you feel good, or they come and compliment you and you're not that sure. It's that type of feeling, I would guess, here with what I've explained here. It's like glory, glamour, success, feeling good, looking good, working hard, making practical moves possibly because you're on the horse here. And the Two of Pentacles is repetitive things. So I feel that so far with regards to what we've got, this person is generally quite open in love, feels that they're making a lot of effort. And I know you'd be saying, well, no. Let's have a look. Thoughts or feelings haven't come up yet. This is practicalities and admiration. That's the same card as that to me at the moment. It's like holding off fear. And it is. And it's changed. Okay. This to me feels like a situation between two people where I'm going to find it difficult to actually answer the question. It feels that this relationship or this connection involves a lot of fear. I think it may come from your side a little bit more because of the cards we've got here, but we don't really know. But with these cards here, it's like maybe spiky with each other when you first meet. Maybe a little bit abrupt, maybe thinking that maybe the attraction wasn't there at the very beginning. Maybe you just couldn't get close to each other. But it's like, sorry, just ended. It finishes every half an hour. It may have turned into a bit of, well, that's not going to work. And then you've got the Ace of Wands here, where I think that it does work. But we've got thoughts, but they're fearful thoughts. So it's not thoughts of, am I interested in this person? It's more a case of, I don't think they're interested in me. And you've got somebody who thinks, I think there's something that happened between the pair of you where they've realised that you are interested. And then that's when they've started moving. But they still don't feel, it's like a bit like a water wheel where it's going round in circles. This is an unusual read, but I think it will mean something to somebody because I guess it's a normal situation. This is what it would feel like to me. If you two were in college together or worked together or saw each other very often, it would be almost like with a group of people where you weren't introduced properly and you knew each other, but it was almost a bit distance between the pair of you. I think that they were attracted to you and you probably thought either I'm not interested or I don't feel I've got a chance for some reason. Not maybe. Yeah, because there is attraction there. Maybe you think that they're more attractive than you. Or something like that, because that is when I think that they think that you're glorious because of that card there. And so there's just like a bit of an impasse or impasse, I never know how to say that. And then you've got the Ace of Wands here where either something that brought you together, something's been revealed or some action's been taken where it's recognised, that the affections are recognised. And this person's still trying to move towards you. I don't know what these cards here. This would suggest strong will, and I'm guessing it's coming from them, even though that Pisces card isn't what I guess. Pisces isn't the first energy I think of when I think of strong will. Let's see. It's like, this is difficult to actually answer the question that I know you're watching for. But at the moment, it's saying that nothing's happened. This person is trying to think of different ways to excite you, to get your attention, and that they're not going to give up, is what I would say here. And it's just the ability to communicate. They want to chat to you, to talk to you. To me, this makes me wonder whether you know, and this is like something I think a lot of people have trouble with this. You know how to be loved, that you can open yourself up to love, would make me question that. And it's hard, really, really hard to make yourself incredibly vulnerable. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see where this is going, and then I'll try and answer it for you. You've got here the Five of Swords, which again can almost feel like, you know, when I said at the beginning, when you think that somebody compliments you, whether they are doing it because they feel sorry for you rather than they actually think you have done something, look gorgeous, you know, something good or look gorgeous, or you are gorgeous or you're great at some specific something or other. I feel that you find that difficult to accept. That probably say the same thing. It's like you're winning, but at what cost? It's like, well, yeah, I perhaps know that I am good at that, but I still don't think they actually mean it. It's like a self-confidence thing. The Page of Wands suggests action and moving and recognising it and seeing what's going to happen next. Advice for you is to share yourself with this person. This is the card I thought that one was initially, which is an element of sharing to it. And there's an inequality here as well, which is sort of hinted at in this whole spread, where you possibly think this person, and I'm guessing, of course, this person you think is either better looking than you or maybe higher status, whatever that means. Do you know what I mean? As in, that's what society sees it, but I always think it's a bit bonkers. Because this person's on their knees. It can be, you know, like a crushy situation. Maybe you've got a crush on somebody. So let's start summing this up and answer the question as best as I can, but this will be difficult. The actual question was, have their thoughts changed to feelings? And this seemed again to be more about you and your thoughts, but let's go with them because you know your thoughts. And when I go through the bits that I've already talked about, you can say, that feels right, and that's not me. So you know that already. So let's just go from their point of view. At the beginning, I would think that they felt that they were thinking that they can't get close to you. And then something, whether it was a look, whether it was a wink, whether it was something they heard, whether it was something you actually did. They felt that they were on steady ground and they could move forward with you. And what they've been trying to do since then is connect with you. So there's not a lot of feelings in here. And to be honest, there's not a great amount of thoughts apart from how can I get there? How can I get close to this person? And I feel that you may be quite stubborn or very self-protective. I don't know if this feels right or not, but hopefully, as I've peeled it across bit by bit, you can see why I'm saying it because of these cards here. And this person is attraction, steadily trying to move towards you, and it keeps going round and round in circles. You've got this person again, probably similar, being very stubborn, strong-willed, still not being offered much, but knowing that they've got confidence in themselves. The skills here to move forward, to chat, to talk. So it could be early stages, and I've hammed up all the psychological problems. It could just be early stages. But from thoughts to feelings, to be totally honest, this person is, I feel, interested. I feel they think about you in practical ways of, I'm interested in this person, I find them attractive, can I get close to them? I don't think there are feelings in here yet because I don't think that you've let them in close enough, I would say here. Let's put some more cards out. So what do they actually want with regards to the Magician card? And if you were easier to get closer to, they want to. Yeah, if you put the King of Cups here, the Magician card is how to bring something into reality, really. And you've got this person pushing to know you. If you put that O card over there with what they want, if you put the King of Cups with the High Priestess, it's somebody who loves in a very mature way, in a very compassionate, very heart-centered way. I mean, that sounds silly, but sometimes people can possibly think they love and it can be a bit sort of false. What can I get out of it? And the High Priestess adds to that with regards to more spiritualized love rather than just like love because you've got great legs. That type of thing. So, in 2 sentences here, have their thoughts turned to feelings? No, but they are trying extremely hard to get close to you. And I think that you don't realise how attracted they are to you, even though they haven't got the strong feelings yet. They want to have them and they need you to let them in. So that's what I would say. Right, I'm going to leave that there, pile number 2. Thanks very much. Bye. Hi there, pile number 3. The first 2 piles, or the first pile specifically, I left the cards turned downwards by accident, to be honest. And I thought, well, I'm going to carry on for the other 2 piles. What tends to happen when I put the cards down is that I unpeel them bit by bit, so you get to look inside my head, really. I don't know if that's bad or good, where you can get to see what I'm thinking and why and how I put the cards together and why they may change. So we're looking at have their thoughts turn to feelings. Let's have a look at you both to begin with to see the first impressions I would have got. They're coming across as the Judgment card. The Judgment card is I'm going to say severe card, which is the wrong word. It's a big card that can talk of changes and big situations and people. It's like love or... It's like do or die, I suppose. It's like love or definitely not. Think of the words. It's like love or... solid type of feeling. Yeah, it's all or nothing. That's it. That's what I'm trying to say. Black and white, that type of card. So all in or not bothered. Let's have a look at you. The Son of Air, we've had this already, to be honest. The Son of Air in this card, to me, in the first spread, I interpreted this as not so much black and white, but maybe a little bit of shades in between. It feels like nervousness with this little boy running. It feels like somebody it makes me think more of Aries like Gemini, Aquarius and Libra. It makes me think of Gemini and Aquarius more than the Libra, because there's always heightened energy and nervous energy with Mercury and Uranus, or Gemini and Aquarius. Very sort of high, very cerebral, chatty, talky, the type of person that will run off if their crush came into the room. And that is probably what I'm thinking here. So to me, there's a big energy coming from your person. There's more of a mischievous, possibly playful energy coming from you. So let's have a look. We're looking at feelings and thoughts. I'm assuming in a normal spread, it would possibly showing feelings at the beginning where you'd have more swords energy. And then as it moves, you probably get, hopefully, more cup energy. I don't know which way around this will go, but this is the way that I'm thinking. More cup energy will show emotions as it moves on, as the pile goes this way. So let's have a look at the centre to begin with. Oh, okay. The Ten of Swords is a cracking card to have when you've got the Judgment card here. If you put those two cards together, both of them suggest endings. So you've got here a feeling in this spread of possibly a situation that's quite drastic. Maybe something in their life has ended, or maybe they're going through a divorce, or maybe you were already in a relationship with this person and it's split up, or one of you have been hurt, or it's been shut off in some way. It feels big. To have those two cards together are big cards to have. Maybe somebody around them has passed away and it's changed the way that they feel. It's that type of thing, or their life has gone in a different direction. It's something drastic in here. Again, and even if it is something outside of your connection that's changing this person's personality, they could be now that person, it is do or die. It's like, it's got to be important. I'm not putting my energy into it. Which I think will happen when you have life shifts. Yeah. I think that just is what happens. You can't be bothered with silliness or playing for the sake of playing. And when life is free and easy and, you're just giddy or youthful, it's much, it's fun to play. You have times in life in this energy where you just want to know where you sit and whether it's worth it. Okay, so that's what I've got there. You've got the King of Cups. This person doesn't mess around with emotions. As I said, that do or die has a lot to do with how they actually love as well. All or nothing. To put these two cards together, it feels very scorpionic. Pluto transits. I used to talk about a huge amount of Pluto transits, and the reason is because we feel them. It's one of those. I think the Pluto transit was one of the transits that I thought. I'd been looking at astrology probably for about 10 years, 12 years, and actually maybe more, 15. And then I had a Pluto transit on my MC, and I thought, oh my God. Then you know that there's something there, and then you other people's charts and you think, okay, so this may be somebody who is either plutonic or going through plutonic phase. When they love, they want it all. They're prepared to give a lot, but they want a lot back as well, possibly. The Three of Cups here. To be honest, it suggests it's like somebody who's unchanged by big situations, but not really. It's like, again, somebody that wants to love big but is a good person. They don't use their plutonic energy, possibly. The Three of Cups down here, it's more sociable, more open. When you find people, I guess, I don't know if the word is narcissist. I'm not particularly up on these psychological theories, and I always like to find out life myself, so it makes meaning. And sometimes I miss out on that. I do listen to people, but I don't want to take on their theories. Of course I do occasionally, but it's not something that I yearn to do, or it's something that's important to me. And the King of Cups here and the Three of Cups makes me think that, what I was trying to say is, there's a thought or a theory, I guess, I think there is. I'm sure I've discussed it anyway with my sister, and heard it loads of places, to be honest. The narcissist, or people, because it's not a term I use a lot either, is it? They will pull somebody away from a situation so they have more control. This is the opposite. This is somebody who's been through big situations, has big feelings, but doesn't use them to control. So a happy Pluto type feeling. Does that make sense? Right, okay, so let's have a look at these two. You've got here something seedy. That's not really. Well, it is a little bit. If a snake's coming to steal eggs, it's not good. It's not good for the eggs. Snake, possibly, yes. But this is somebody that's either changed direction, done something that's a little bit underhand to get their needs met, and perhaps caused trouble in the past. It's not answering the question yet. Again, you've got another egg stealer. What is going on? Just off the top of my head here, we could be talking about somebody that has children and that is divorced, because you've got big change here. You've got lots of babies or possible babies, bubbles being moved, or a lot of attention on caring, bit trauma in here. So maybe your person has gone through a divorce or a relationship, or let me carry on because I'm not sure yet. That's what I would say first off. I can't think of alternative. 7 of Swords. I don't know. Let's go down here. This is like taking something when somebody's not looking. So maybe they've been hurt in love, but not bruised. Yeah, let's keep going. I know the whole question is about you, and are they thinking about you? Have they changed their feelings? You've got, again, there is a strong feeling here that this person could be on a second marriage or been married twice, or concerned about children, concerned about changes in life where they perhaps lose their security. Nothing to do with thoughts till we get the thought card. The Ace of Swords here is somebody that is woken up. Which I suppose is where the word woke came from, isn't it? I'm not saying they are woke. I'm just saying the Ace of Swords here, it's like aware there is a choice possibly. But fearful because you've got Pentacle energy here, which doesn't like to move, doesn't like change. And if they do like have change, it's got to be slow. You've got somebody here, maybe somebody they're married to, somebody they work with, where it's steady, dedicated and consistent. And you've got what I guess is quite a threatening feeling here, whether they are already in a situation of a shift, like a divorce, whether they are fighting for children or children involved. It's like they've been steady, but their minds change. So you've definitely got here thoughts at the beginning, which are excitement, change, what next. You've got here somebody that may have strong feelings towards you, but wouldn't want to hurt you. Again, it's somebody that cares for you. Strong personality. I actually read for a girl quite often who this could be her pile, to be honest, because it feels like not a bad person, but almost quite, or has been in the past, quite practical and dedicated to consistency in their life. Maybe another person, maybe a family. Yeah, okay, let's keep going. Feelings. It's like you've got the Tower card here. This person's looking for shock and change. Maybe it's part of their personality. Maybe they are Scorpio. It has like a Scorpio Aries fierceness about it. And you've got here the Tower card. And it feels threatening as well. Which is a complete uprooting of where you think your foundations lie. This is like foundations, and this is like a new idea. And you've got the Strength card there, where this person is almost fighting against making a decision that they will regret. Which is why you've got the shifts here. It's like big changes. They're going through a change. And it's like they've been offered something or a possibility that they haven't thought about, and it's going to uproot them in some way, and they're trying to do the correct thing first before they act, possibly, or before it gets too far down the road. And it's taking a lot of will. So again, we've got difficult cards here. When I put them together, I'll try and answer it. It's not come out the way that it would be easy to read. Pile 1 did, where you're getting all the cups on this side. You think, okay, yeah, I can read that. This is, again, it's like a different story coming out here of somebody that loves to love, strong ability to be able to give, going through a traumatic situation, or if they are with you or want to be with you, it could be quite a traumatic connection to get there, if that makes sense. Very drawn towards you, wanting to take care of you, wanting not to hurt you, but knowing that if this went ahead, it would be a big deal. And with the Chariot card over here, it's taking, and the Strength card there, with a woman trying to quell the basic instincts, and the Chariot card is going upstream, going against the flow, the ease which you've got here, and fighting it. It's going to be difficult. So I know it's not answered the questions yet. Let's have a look at these cards, what may happen. There's a lot of anxiety in this. You've got the Justice card, which is trying to do the fair thing, and a lot of what attraction is, or feelings underneath the surface here. Advice for you is to don't do anything for the moment, carry on the situation as it is. The Two of Pentacles is just playing with it. You don't take any action. It's not the right time. It's like just keep going on with it. Don't lose the connection, but don't move with it yet. Don't make a move. And that wouldn't surprise me, because this is like whatever's going on. It feels like somebody that's moving house, moving out of the house, moving away from the family, or there's shifts going on, and the shifts will go on possibly with regards to the connection with you, but also in their life anyway, because this is too big. And when you have like Pluto transits, which we've talked about, it doesn't normally just hit one part of your life. We always joke about this in our house, which isn't funny. It's not funny at all. But when we have people that die in our house or our family, it's the drains go every time. And it seems like symbolism that seems silly, that it shouldn't really work. Like a sewage block or something like that. And it's all connected. It's all connected with the underworld. And my daughter texted me from college about 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, and she says the little girl, who she's not little actually, she's like 20, who she lives with, mum died very quickly, was told that she had cancer and then was gone within a couple of weeks. And she said, it's really funny, mum, because the girl came straight back to college. She went to the funeral, came straight back to college, and then all the drains went. It's plutonic transits, and you wonder whether, I don't think so actually, I was going to say something really bizarre there. I'm going to carry on. It won't have much to do with this, and it might sidetrack you and annoy you. But when you get women together in a house, all their periods tend to line up. And I'm thinking, would a plutonic transit line up together? But the answer to that is it depends on what that person's karma is. Are they meant to go through something big together? And to be honest, I think that was just like girls, but in some way, it's part of the household. Anyway, let's forget that a bit. Let's go back to you, which is, have their thoughts changed to feelings? This person feels big. Their thoughts are possibilities, excitement, awareness, understanding a connection, seeing that this could go somewhere and it feeling like a possibility. This person has the ability to love big time. They want to make sure that everybody's taken care of, a big nature, that nobody's hurt. They don't have that ability to try and grasp what they want out of somebody and almost like bring it down with them, which can be quite plutonic. It's more like a mature, good aspects to Pluto, which is empower people but still have a strong relationship. So you've got thoughts here, wanting more, excited, interested. With regards to feelings here, it's more, this isn't like lovey-dovey. This is like a threat that is changing them in some way. And their feelings towards you, I guess, are not wanting it to end. You've got the Chariot card going upstream. Advice here is saying keep moving with this, but it's shaking them up. So you haven't got cards that suggest a huge gush of feelings. I feel that this is like a connection that's got more potential than is actually being realised at the moment. You've got this ability to love, but I feel that somebody, your person, is shifting and it's not had that ability to be able to flourish yet. So the feelings are recognised but not experienced yet, if that makes sense, because I've not got lots of cup cards here. I've got it in the centre here, but I would expect it to be here. But you've just got control in the best way, a shake-up which has got something to do with the mind. The Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords is like moving and feeling like you're stealing something, or a home move, or or taking something that feels like comfort or caring that could be taken away, with the stability here which is being rocked. So hence why I keep saying there must be different scenarios here. It feels like somebody who's going through a divorce, or there's a possibility of a divorce. They don't have to be married, it can just be a split up, but they've had a connection there that's been easy for a while. Or it could even be somebody who's going through a difficult experience, perhaps with family members dying, and it just feels like things are getting taken away, and this person has the ability to love, recognises that connection could go somewhere with you. And even though that they're trying not to rebound possibly and try and dive into something. There's lots of different stories, but the main cards are still the same. Now this is like a shock, and some people who weren't so strong-willed could immediately go into a connection but know that they didn't have the chance to give yet until they'd healed a bit from perhaps it was a very close family member dying. And the Chariot card, they were trying to force their way through until they've got back to this nature of giving for the sake of giving rather than giving for the sake of healing or wanting and needing. So in a few sentences here, pile number 3, have their thoughts changed to feelings? They're struggling. They have a strong idea that you two could be good together, that they know how to give, but they are it's like they need to give themselves the go-ahead to feel. Because this is like, if I press the button, which I'm trying not to yet, it will be all on. And for some reason they're trying not to. The reasons that I've discussed there. It's because secretive and balance and anxiety and keeping things a little bit close, a little bit close to the chest is what I've got. Hopefully that will mean something to somebody out there. But I'm going to leave that there. Thank you again, pile number 3. I'm going to love you and leave you. Bye.